Hello everybody, it's Homework Help Week 3, Day 1, and we're going to start with this problem with Cassandra right here. And the problem says, Cassandra is training for a 10-mile race. On the first day of training, she runs 4 miles. Each day after that, she adds on 0.5 mile. It's half a mile. On what day will Cassandra run 8 miles? So let's go through here. She's training for a 10-mile race, but that's really not important in this problem. What is important is that on the first day of training, she runs 4 miles. Each day after that, she adds on half a mile. On what day will Cassandra run 8 miles? So we need to figure out on what day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a table here. So I'm just going to make a nice T-chart for my table. On the left column, I'm going to have for days. And on the right column, I'm going to have miles. And remember, our goal is when we get to 8 miles. So here's what we know. On the first day of training, day 1, she runs 4 miles. Each day after that, she adds on 0.5 miles. So on day 2, if she adds on 0.5, she's up to 4.5. So because 4 plus a half is 4.5. And we have to figure out on what day will she run 8 miles. Well, I'm going to keep my table going, and I'm going to add on 0.5 or half each time. So 4.5 plus half is 5. Now remember, you can also use a calculator to add on 0.5 each time, but for most of you, this should be mental math. Okay, on day 4, 5.5, and I'm going to keep going until I get to that 8 miles. Day 5, 6. Day 6, 6.5. Day 7, 7, day 8, 7.5, and day 9 is 8 miles. So remember, it says on what day? Our answer is on day 9. All right, tables help you out a lot in math. Now, let's go down to the bottom problem. It says find the volume. Now, we have a formula for volume of prisms in the inside back cover of your math book, but we'll go through it here. And first thing we would do is, since it wants the volume of a rectangular prism, we're going to write the formula. Volume equals length times width times height. Next, we're going to have to substitute. So we're going to need the length, the width, and the height. So it doesn't really matter which direction is length, which is width, which is height, as long as you get the 3 dimensions. So let's start with this direction here. That's technically your width. And if we count the cubes, you'll notice that there's 1, 2, 3 cubes going in that direction. So my width is 3. Okay. Next, height technically goes up and down. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 units high. So my height is going to be 4. And last, my length, we'll just make sure we get that third dimension, which goes diagonally here. 1, 2, 3. So my length is going to be 3. So I have my 3 dimensions. I have 3 times 3 times 4. So you could type that in your calculator, or you could do it mental math. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. My answer is 36. Now, just so you know, volume is always measured in cubic units. And since these are just generic units, we'll write units with the little exponent 3. That's how you write cubic units. All right, I hope this helped. And if you have any other questions, make sure you ask me in class. Thanks.